How to best court female voters continues to be an important aspect of this year's election cycle. Prominent political figures like former Wyoming Representative Liz Cheney and former First Lady Michelle Obama are asking women to vote their conscience, and they think that they should vote for Harris.
And if you are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter.
I'm going to vote my conscience. I'm not going to talk about it. And we obviously encourage that. Your vote is a secret vote. You should do what you know is right. And I think you're going to have, frankly, a lot of men and women who will go into the voting booth and will vote their conscience, will vote for Vice President Harris.
Jessica Borelli joins us now. She is a professor of psychological science at the University of California, Irvine. Professor, it's great to have you with us. So we're hearing from these prominent female figures a reminder that who you vote for is private. Does this strike you as strange? I don't remember another time when women had to be reminded that they can vote for whoever they want to vote for.
It seems new to me. I think that some of the issues on the ballot are specific to female voters, and so they might be trying to tap into that and remind people that they have agency to make their own selections. But it is interesting because sometimes, they're tapping into some relationship-based issues here. Couples often do talk about their voting choices, and they also do have disputes about their voting choices.
Well, let's talk about that, because we know that that male voters tend to favor the former president, Trump. Female voters are more likely to resonate with Harris's campaign. Do you think that women in particular are having additional anxiety, perhaps because of the issues about reproductive rights in terms of making this decision in this election?
I think it's quite likely that this election is raising some additional issues that are specific to female voters. And I think it's also likely that those issues are going to play out in some relationship dynamics. And if that's the case, I think it's important for couples to be having conversations about their values and how this election is tapping into those values so that it doesn't cause additional kind of relationship dynamics. Elections like this can be very divisive, both within couple relationships and outside of couple relationships more broadly within families. But they can also raise opportunities for families and people to really converge on the values that they have. Often they can make people seem like they're further apart in their values, but they can create lots of opportunities to identify shared values that people have.
Dr. Jessica Borelli, thank you.
Thank you.